Alrighty, good morning. I wanted to shoot a short video on how to simulate a trade in green charts because that is the practicing of the piano before we perform our rehearsals, so to speak. And also a little bit of green charts functions. So if your charts are looking like this and you do not want to struggle by adjusting them like this, if you go to Window, tile vertically, you'll get it nice and pretty like that. Now ideally we want to have anywhere between 4 to 8, no more, no less. So this kind of will have to manually do it, but it gets most of the work done. Alrighty, I'm going to switch this over to clean time charts. Perfect. And if we want to see the vertical line for the week, we just right click chart settings and enable. Now the difference between days and session start is that our day candle begins at the session start, not at the beginning of the day. If we do the beginning of the day, you'll notice the line will weave inside of the blue box, where technically it is Asian Open. But I am just more concerned with advanced settings 2, just doing the week. Because the time boxes tell me what day it is and what day it isn't, and what time session we are in. Alrighty, so step 1 in getting the simulator mode going on. So we scroll back in time to a random date. And if you need to, just go online, random date generator, and you can go to chart and go to date time, and you can type it in there if you like. Alright, so we're just going to scroll back. Oh, and let's make sure our charts are linked. So if your charts aren't linked, the way to do that, advanced settings 2, link number 1, and let's do scroll position, apply. Now, once you have all these linked to one, you don't have to do it for each and every individual. One, when you want to change one of the settings, what I mean by that is once all of these are set to number 1, if I wanted to change something or I wanted them to be attached to, let's say, symbol, I can just hit apply to link charts, apply, perfect. And you'll notice if I click chart settings over here, you'll see it's now checked without having to do it. So, number 1, scroll back to a random date. Number 2, hit the replay button. And your RPL button should be up here, and if it's not, the way we right click, customize control bar, tools, and you'll have to do some searching, and replay will be in there. And the way you do it is you just add it on over, and it'll show up. And you can move it down so you in which order you want it. And to make it even better, for some of you, I've colored it yellow, so it's just easier to see. And now we have the yellow button. So step 2, replay. Step 3, we hit play and then pause. There's 2 ways to play this. So I'm going to hit play, yes. I'm going to hit pause. And the unit increment is hour, minute, seconds, microseconds. The speed is seconds per second. So we can either click forward an hour, and this will, if we're clicked on this, it'll, at first it looks like it skips 2 candles, but really it's just after calibrating so it can be at the top of the hour all the time. Okay? So we can instantly just play instant gratification. Are we right? Are we wrong? And then the second way of playing that is we'll take a trade, and then we'll hit play and let time do its thing, or if you want to incrementally go through it as a 5-minute increment to help you out, see if you want to get out early or not, then that's how you would do that. So step 4, and you can close out of this, and this will still be up, is we go to the trade tab, and we open trade chart for window, and that is up here. So trade, open trade chart for window, this nice box. It's a little big, and we can make it smaller by pressing C. If you have 10,000 or 20,000 over here, the way to switch that is just go to simple brackets, and I'll take it to 1, and then uncheck use attached orders. So that way when you click on C, all you have to do is buy or sell. Let's say I hypothetically put buy, and it'll put it on the line that you open up the chart trade window for. Yeah, trade window chart. Alright, so let's open up our replay again. And I'm just going to skip forward an hour. Okay. And then usually next hour, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Okay, fine, done. Alrighty. Now, if we want to set pendings, we'd have to go to main and click this to limit. And at price, let's say I want to get in at 23.85.2. So let's get in at 1.23.85.2, and we hit buy limit, and it should put us there. Yeah, my line's in the way. Okay, so when price comes down to that level, it'll engage me in a buy. So now I'm in a buy. I am now there, and you can see my PL, profit or loss. This will, well, the daily profit or loss will reset to 0 when we hit 0 on MetaTrader in terms of time. Okay, so that one's a loser. All right, now if we want to take profits or stop losses, we go to targets. We adjust this to price on both sides. And let's say I want, and depending on the pair, you have to match it accordingly. So this is 4 pips for Euro USD. So if I did 24 pips, 24 pip stop profit, or not stop profit, stop loss. Now when we hit a buy or a sell, what are we doing? Selling. Oops. We have to remember to hit attached orders. So I'm going to flatten this out. Use attached orders, and now your targets and stops, you'll see it engage there. And now you'll see 3 lines. So if I click forward, there we go. Now I've taken profit. It just automatically gets me out. So step 1, random date. And with that, let's make this a step 5. Recall to hit stop when done. So when we are trading, we are using live market data. It looks green, so that'll confuse us. Just keep the day in mind. We hit stop, brings us all the way back to the beginning. Alrighty. So this is how to simulate a trade in green charts. Very important. Look to do this before you live trade. Dedicate 10 minutes to an hour before you even put in a live trade. Just go back, pick a random time. All right, hit play, yes. Pause that, skip an hour forward, so now I'm at the top of the hour. Now we can open the trade chart for the window over here, but when I hit buy or sell, it's going to put it in that chart. Oh, and to get rid of this confirmation, we go to the M right there, or if we're in C, we go to menu. Confirmations, we uncheck new orders, and we uncheck flatten. See, and now it's on both of them, but I'd rather just have it on this one. Okay. Say I wanted to buy. Oh, and my targets are still in place. So remember, you can remove the take profit if you like, and just keep the stop loss in. I wouldn't see why you would do it the other way. We want to practice precision in our stop losses. But let's skip an hour forward. Okay, that one hasn't hit the stop yet, and that hit my take profit, and now we're out of the trade. Call it a day. All right, and then each hour we're always looking at what the indicators are saying, helping us with that. Each hour, or when prices move far enough, right, we're drawing support and resistance. And if we want to adjust something on the tools, this is, we right click and go to chart drawing properties. Your labels, if it does have a label for this one, I just take it off and I save it as my first. You can save multiple. There we go. Alrighty, simulated trading. Very powerful. As traders, this is part of how we practice and get better and refine without having it to affect our demo accounts or even live accounts. So we practice here, hammer out as many trades as you possibly can, and then with the experience and the learning, then now we can be primed to trade in the live markets. Alrighty, hope this helps. Talk to you guys soon.